Yo, what is going on guys, my name's Defending Machine, and today what I've got you guys is another Best of Advanced Warfare video. If you didn't know, I did a Best of Advanced Warfare video before. We just basically looked at the best looking elite guns within Advanced Warfare, how they looked, what made them look good like their engravings, their camos, what they had on the gun to make them stand out and everything like that. But today, we're going to be looking at the two versions of the best 5 guns in the game, the elite versions, and comparing them to, because some of them are really varying, like the AK-12 Finger Trap compared to the AK-12 RIP. They're really different guns, but there's some that are quite similar in terms of how good they perform, like the Bal, Inferno and the Obsidian Steed. And we're going to be looking at 5 of what I consider being the best guns in Advanced Warfare to this date. Also, before I get too much more into the video of what I want to talk about for today's video, I want to say first of all, thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. We've already smashed through 2,000 subscribers, and we've already smashed way through 2,200 subscribers. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. Honestly, it means the world, all the support you've ever given me and are still giving, because you guys are going crazy with that support. You guys are crazy supporting me recently, and we're getting more supporters coming in, like subscribers and stuff, and it just honestly makes my day and makes me want to post more videos. So thank you so much for the support, and it really honestly does motivate me, all the likes, all the comments, and even all the views and all the positive support that you guys give me, because it's all mainly positive. But if it's ever like not negative, it's always constructive, and I can't thank you guys enough for that, because that helps improve my channel as well, and that honestly helps us grow even more, because if the channel gets better, then more people are going to watch it. Before I forget as well, I can't forget to thank the man who made this all possible, Mr. Nero Cinema himself, who featured me a lot on DNA Saturday and Chemstrike Saturdays on his channel overall. Really, he's featured me a lot, 9 times in total now, I think it is, and honestly all the growth has been thanks to him, and all the growth we're going to be getting is being generated from him, even if the subscribers aren't from his channel, because more people will notice someone who's got more subscribers and more views, and I can't thank you enough for that. You've helped me all the way on my YouTube channel. I could go on for days thanking you and how much I appreciate it. It means the world to me, honestly, but I'd probably go on for about 10 minutes, and I've got things to talk about this video. Getting into the purpose of the video, looking at the guns, we're going to start out by looking at the AK-12 in the 5th spot, and it's going to get progressively better. I put the AK-12 at the bottom for a specific reason of it being, it's okay, it's always been okay, it's never been buffed, it's never really been downgraded. It has had a little bit of a buff, but it's never had too much attention paid to the gun, so it is in the 5th spot. And the 2 elite variants, if you didn't know of this gun, are the RIP, which you can see on screen right now, and also the Finger Trap, which you can see on screen right now. Now these 2 elite variants are completely 2 different elite variants. They're so different in the terms of attachments and what they have on the gun and what you can actually do with the gun, because the AK-12 Finger Trap, you can't put any attachments on the gun at all, but it has +3 handling. If you don't know what handling is, it basically is like hip fire spread, so the crosshairs when you don't aim down your sight and you're actually going to shoot someone will be a little bit smaller, and it will be easier to hip fire people. But the AK-12 RIP has a lot more to offer. It has plus damage, plus accuracy, and only -1 mobility, but it also has that minus ammo capacity size in each magazine, which kind of hinders it a little bit. I don't know how many bullets that specifically is. I think it's like 26 or 24 or 22 bullets or something in each mag. I don't have all of these elite guns, so I don't know everything about them, but comparing these 2 elite guns and looking at them by their statistics of the stats, where you're looking at the guns when you actually get them out of a supply drop, I think you're definitely going to want to be using the AK-12 RIP out of these 2, in all honesty. Coming in at number 4, we have the ARX 160, and a lot of people may disagree with me that this is the number 4 spot. A lot of people might consider this to be the best gun in Advanced Warfare right now due to the steel bite variant, because this gun actually had a buff to have more ammo capacity in each magazine that you can hold in the gun, and it has a lot more ammo overall. If you put extended mags in it, I think it holds as much as an LMG does, or pretty close to that. But one of the elite variants of this gun really lets it down. I mean, the steel bite is amazing that you can see on screen right now. +3 damage, -2 accuracy. That's not a big deal because this gun shoots like a laser beam anyway, and the fire rate is pretty fast, so it gets all the shots out, and it doesn't have any kick or recoil or anything to it that can make the gun bad in terms of accuracy. And then -1 fire rate, well, that might be even better, to be honest, the minus fire rate, because if you're shooting, you don't want your gun firing too fast and then your gun kicking up in the air, so the accuracy might just be a little bit better, even though the stats say otherwise. But as you can see on screen right now, the ARX 160 Damnation, it is an awful gun. There's a professional version that's considered better than the steel bite called the Hole Puncher, but this gun, it is awful. In my opinion, the Hole Puncher should be an elite variant, but it'd be too similar to the steel bite, so I don't think they'd do that at all. But the steel bite, it is so much better than this variant. As you can see, this variant has -1 damage, +2 accuracy, which you don't need because this thing shoots like a laser beam anyways, -1 fire rate, +1 range, and -1 handling. The +1 range isn't really needed because, as you can see on this gun, it has a lot of range anyways, and I don't think 1 bar of range buffing it up will make much of a difference or do much of a difference, which is why I've put this gun in the 4th place. Coming at the third place, we have the HBRA3, and you can see in the background gameplay where I'm getting my double DNA bomb that I'm using the Insanity variant. That is an elite variant, and it's probably one of the best elite variants in the game, yet alone the best elite variant of the HBRA3, because if you can see on screen right now, the HBRA3 Insanity has +2 fire rate, +1 damage, and only -1 handling. No one really cares about handling, it's only hip fire spread like I said, and it has a lot of handling anyways. It's not like a -1 handling will do much to the gun or hinder it in being a good gun, because when you look at elite guns, you tend to look for plus fire rate without minus accuracy, or plus damage without minus accuracy, or minus fire rate or minus range, and this thing has plus damage without minus accuracy, and it also has 2 plus fire rate without anything bad happening to the gun. Honestly, this gun's probably one of the best elite variants in the game, and if you get it, I definitely recommend holding on to it and using it for the amount of time you have it, because you don't unlock it until like 29th prestige, I think, in the Master Prestige sections of where you can actually unlock guns or whatever it's called, Grandmaster Prestiges. So I definitely recommend giving this thing a go if you've got it. Now looking at the reason why this is in third place, the HBRA3, rather than second or first, because this gun has had nothing but buffs as far as I'm aware. This thing's been buffed and not nerfed yet, so that's a really good thing. But the elite variant we're going to be looking at, which makes it in this spot, is the Bare Fist that you can see on screen right now. It has a built-in red dot, it has +2 handling, it has -1 accuracy and -1 range. Not everything you want to look for in a gun, because honestly I don't understand how there's a built-in red dot when that's meant to improve your accuracy, and it has minus accuracy. I really don't understand that. But again, we have plus handling where it's not needed at all, and we honestly don't need it at all, as we can tell, because we already had 14 before we had the +2 handling, and we don't even need handling anyways, so it is a bit of a letdown. But I've heard that this gun is actually better than the stats say it is, so I had to put it in third place, not 4th, 5th, because this gun honestly does let the elite variants of this side of the gun down, and it is a really good gun overall. So I really didn't know where I wanted to put this gun, because the Bare Fist is said to be better than what it actually is. Creeping up to the top, what we have in second place is the ASM1. A lot of people might actually think this is still the best gun in the game, even though it's been like nerfed and stuff. It's been buffed then nerfed, and people are still using it. I honestly think this gun will honestly be used a lot throughout this game, no matter what happens to it in the future. If it gets buffed, well, more people will use it, but even if it gets nerfed more and more, there'll be still people running around with it, and it'll still be annoying to get killed by it due to the fact that it was once overpowered at one time. But if you can see, if you look at the Strider, this gun is actually really powerful, but it's not got a lot of accuracy. +1 damage, yeah, that's good. -3 accuracy. That is a big turn off for me. I've got both of these variants on my really sweaty account, so I am a sweat running around with an ASM1 like every other guy who does it. Nah, I'm kidding, but I only use the speakeasy really when I'm around with the ASM1. But as you can see, it's got plus damage and plus range. Those are really two good things to have on a gun, because if you've got range, that means it can fire further and do more damage. But if you've got that more damage, then it can do more at range. So that is a really good thing to have on the gun. But it's only good at close quarters really because of the accuracy, unless you find a way to counter that by putting like laser sights and foregrips and everything you can on the gun. Moving on to the next elite variant of the gun, the ASM1 Speakeasy that you can see on the screen right now. I personally think this is the better version of the elite versions of the ASM1, just because of the fact that it has that fire rate built into it, and then you could also put rapid fire on it. If you put rapid fire on the Speakeasy, I think it'll shoot as fast as the Speakeasy did before the nerf, because they nerfed the fire rate on the ASM1. It shoots a little bit slower, but I think the Speakeasy is like the version of the ASM1 before it was nerfed, where it had fire rate and it's fast at firing and all that stuff. So I think this version of the ASM1 is better than the Strider itself, because the Strider isn't really like a version of the ASM1 that everyone wanted to use, because the ASM1 was already fast at firing, it had a lot of damage, and if you put advanced rifling on it, it was a beast. So I think this is more similar to the built version of the ASM1 before the nerf than the Strider is. Finally, in the number 1 spot, we have the BAL-27. You could probably guess that by now since it hasn't shown up in this video already, but we're going to be looking at the Obsidian Steed that you can see on the screen right now, and the Inferno you can also see on your screen right now. I just want you to look at these guns. I don't really need to say much about them. You probably know that these are overpowered anyways, but both of these guns are actually really good to run around with. If you can see, the Steed has that buff in mobility by 1, which makes a bit of a difference. I've noticed it whilst running around with it when I picked it up, but the Inferno has that buff fire rate and that buff handling, so if you need to turn on someone and like spray him down, the Inferno can just shred people anyways, and the handling will make no scoping him a little bit easier. But thank you for watching today's video, guys. That's it for today. If you enjoyed, slap a like down below and a favourite if you loved it, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I will be uploading another tips and tricks video on this map. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's what it is, so I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace out.